Hi, good morning, friends. Beautiful Friday morning here in Helsinki, Finland. Wanted to talk about the pancreas today. A little bit more difficult to find data related to carbohydrate consumption and pancreatic issues. Much more easy with the liver. Anyway, the indications are similar, that very high consumption of carbohydrates, especially fructose, can cause pancreatitis and potentially pancreatic cancer over the long term, just like alcohol does. So some indications there, and I'll try and dig out all the data I can find and try and put it in a concise way and leave it underneath in the thread through some time today. The other thing I wanted to talk about just briefly is I use ChatGPT and Google Bard to help me do some of the formulation and research and analysis on these things. I kind of do it to speed things up a little bit, and I do double check with other sources before letting things out in the ether. One of the, let's say, odd phenomena I've noticed is that both of the platforms seem to be mostly pretty good at doing analysis and making the right kind of conclusions if you give them the right prompts and stick with it. What they cannot do is make recommendations, let's say dietary recommendations or other action recommendations, which are based on those conclusions. So it always makes a recommendation which seems to be based on an official guideline of some sort related to that topic. So even if it concludes something completely different, it will still make the recommendation, even a recommendation which is in direct conflict with its own conclusion. And the example here is that it says, yes, high carbohydrate consumption and high fructose consumption causes issues with the pancreas, with the liver. And its recommendation is to stay healthy, eat more fruit, eat more grains, eat more carbohydrates, eat less fat and less protein. A complete nonsense or crazy. You know, it's conflicting with its own conclusion. But I think the point is that that's obviously what it's been instructed to do. And I think probably that's the survival mechanism. If you want to survive on social media without bans and other issues, probably that's what you need to do. You can talk about various things, but you can't really make conclusions which are against guidelines or that lead to advice which is against the guidelines. So if you want to stay free, or let's say not free, but stay unbanned and free to move around, probably that's what you need to do. That's my learning from that anyway. Appreciate your comments on this topic as well. And I wish you a wonderful Friday, and take care and take it easy. See you tomorrow.